gonna be on bottom here, okay? Playing guard. First on top, I'll get the Delariva guard, control the pins. When I grab the pins, I'll turn my hand, right thumb up, like this. So that way I can have a better control of his pins. It's harder for me to break my grip too, okay? If I keep my hand face down, it's easier for me to break my grip. Plus, if I keep my elbow closer to me, I can use my elbow on the floor too, okay, to sit up. Okay, so when I'm here, I can sit up like this. And this will help me to pull him and use the momentum as I'm going back to bring him up, okay? Last week we learned techniques from having the foot between the legs, right? You can set up the foot between the legs here, or your opponent will step over your leg, your outside leg like this. Okay, and usually when you step over your leg, he's gonna close the knee. Like he's gonna close his knee here. Okay, if you step over and keep his leg open, it's easier for me to just go back here. Right, he's gonna pinch the knees. So what you're gonna do here right now is just controlling the position, okay? You know, when they step over, if they step over and I start like facing this way, like this, he's gonna get the knee cut, okay, like this, and then can pass my guard. If it doesn't pass my guard, it's gonna give me a hard time. It's gonna be really hard for me to recover the guard, okay? So when I'm here, it doesn't matter if my opponent step over my leg or if I put the foot right there, I'm gonna always be facing this way, okay? Always gonna be facing this way. So if you step over me here, I'm gonna frame his groin right here. On the same side I'm controlling the leg, okay? Right here. And I'll pull his collar. And Rolando will try to go for a knee cut. And I'll keep escaping my hips, like this way. Okay, I cannot allow him like to turn my body this way, okay? So I'll keep facing this way the whole time. So pretty much I'm offering Rolando right now the side smash. So you can start going for a side smash right now like this, okay? But then I need to have a balance right now. So I cannot let him smash me this way. Either I cannot let him like turn me this way, okay? So when I get here, I'll have the hook right under his butt, okay? Right now. And let's say Rolando choose the first option, which is going to a knee cut. I just keep escaping my hips here. Okay, don't allow him to do that. Okay, I can open my elbow like this. I can close my elbow too like this. As long as I have a nice frame here. Okay, you see that I curl my bottom leg and I'll push with the top leg here. And what I do too, I use my shin on his groin here. Okay, I can lift my hips a little bit. That will give him a harder time to knee cut me. Okay, if I keep my hip on the floor, my butt on the floor, he can turn me like that. It's very important to keep holding the pins. Okay, even if he goes for a knee cut right now like this, now he opened the leg. You see, my leg is not trapped between his legs, so it's easy for me to pass my leg over him like this. And immediately I start using my foot that's on his thigh to recover to the other side again. Okay, like this. Right, so Rolando step over my leg, try to go knee cut Rolando. I'll keep facing this way. In case he turns me to the other way, I'm not gonna let go of the pins to try to push him, because that's when he's gonna pass your guard. So keep holding the pins the whole time. Step one, I get here, go on. I keep like this. In case he turns me, I keep the frame here. Here I got the shin frame here. I can keep holding the collar. I'll pass the leg under his leg. Okay, and then recover the guard. All right, this is gonna be the drill. Pass, try to pass, and just keep here. Really strong leg, pushing the whole time. Notice that my foot have contact with this butt the whole time here. I cannot do this. Don't step this foot on the floor because then he's gonna mount on you like this. Okay, so you gotta keep the frame. All right. Turn me to the side. Turn to the side, frame with the shin. Go back, get here. Put my foot inside, try to go. Keep my hips a little bit. Then I let him go. Take my leg out. Recover. Just keep doing this. Okay? That's the first thing we're gonna do, and then we're gonna understand the next technique is gonna be easier for you to understand after that.
So keep the grips on it.
Yeah, keep the grips. Don't let go of the grips. Okay? Be a good partner. When you're on top, just try to go this side. You're not gonna try to side smash right now. Okay, I'll explain that next one, the next technique. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. So now, controlling the pins, I'll be doing the same thing. Okay. So now look, I need to elevate my opponent, okay, and I'll take advantage of his knee cut. Okay, when he's trying to knee cut me here, try to knee cut like this, I'll escape, and I'll use the momentum. Like as he's coming, I'm gonna bring him up. Okay. So I feel like he wants to go for a knee cut. Come, I lift him up like this. Okay. So I'll pull the collar. Okay, and I'll stack myself. The foot that I have as a Delariva here, as I'm pulling him up, I'll bring his leg by curling my arm like this, and I'll bring my leg up as well. So I gotta stack myself, okay? So when I get here, so Ronaldo tried to come, I'll lift him up like this. See how that I stack myself here, okay? So when I get in this position, I'll start extending my arm here, and now look, I face my toes outside because I need to pass my knee like this, okay? So there's a couple things I can do here. One is I can go for X guard here. I can place my foot on his belly and start pushing and then start coming up like this, okay? But what you really want to do is exactly the same thing we worked on last week. So he's coming here, I lift him like this, I stack myself. I need to bring his leg near my ankle here. And now I start extending my leg just a little bit, okay, my right leg, and I'll pass my foot under my hamstring, okay, right here. Look, I go like this, look, here. Now I pass my knee, and once I pass my knee will catch his leg. Now I step my knee, okay, my leg over my foot, and get the figure 4. So I have the leg entanglement or 411, right? So I'm gonna push it to the floor, and then I come up using the momentum, like this. Then I come up, okay? So as I push him, now we're not gonna wait, okay? Last week we stay there on the 411. Right now when you push, I want you to go on top really fast. Okay. So as I push, I just sit up, okay? As fast as I can, then I go for a nice knee cut. There are different ways for you to lift to your opponent, okay? In this case here, we're waiting for him to attack us. Okay, a lot of times when I get here on this position, I go on right on this position. Look how I turn. I'm turning like side like this, okay, like sideways. So try to go knee cut. The more I turn, harder for him, and I'm pulling the collar here. Okay, naturally he wants to bring me to the other side, and then I'll lift him like this. Okay, I'll push him. Now, stack myself, pass my leg under my leg here, and then figure 4, sweep, and then come up in a very nice knee cut, okay? All right. So just when you get the leg trap right there, so I'm looking for the far side leg, okay? I'm controlling this leg, but I'm looking for trapping the outside leg, okay? As I mentioned last week, there's different reactions your opponent will do here, okay? But what you're willing to have your opponent doing is like trying to, after you elevate him, he's gonna try to side smash you. And more he tries to side smash you, easier for you to set up the trap, okay? He's gonna close his knee as well. Look that Rolando is always pinching his knees, so he's trapping my leg here, okay? Because if you open the knees, like at any time I can go back with my leg here and keep in between my legs, okay? So he's pinching my knees here. I escape my hips. Look, I face this way. Okay, Rolando tried to pass and frame here. And I use the momentum to lift him up, and I get here. Like Rolando is still pinching the knees. Look, he's pinching the knees because if you open and put your foot on the floor, if you put the foot on the floor like this, it's so easy for me to go underneath of him. Like this. Yeah, I start like scrambling and get crab right. We're gonna work on that tomorrow, okay? But for now, he's like always constantly like squeezing my leg between his legs, okay? So I got here, go on the, so I lift him. Okay, you see like he's still like doing that. That will help me to go for the 411, and then I get on top of him, okay? Now I start passing this way or passing this way, okay? Whatever you feel more comfortable. You see that I didn't let go of my grips during the whole process, Okay. So we are here. You step over him. I'm just doing this. Okay. Right now, look, we're not working when he smash. Okay. Just moving that way. So now look, use your foot on his butt. Turn around. So use your foot on his butt here. You need this connection here, because when you bring him, you can even sit up on your elbow like this, and wait for the moment that he's gonna try to lift up. You lift him, okay, and you use your foot to bring him. Okay, go back. So what I'm doing here right now, when I bring him, I'm bringing my knees to my chest. I'm doing this, and this foot is super strong on his hip, so I can bring him closer to me. Okay, don't just like bring here. Don't work, and do not do the work with your legs. We'll keep him that way. Okay, so you must bring your knees to your chest and have active foot right behind his butt right here. Okay, so go one. Then bring my knees to my chest. Extend my arm here. Open my toes outside, you see? Like this. So I can start right now, passing this foot here, right between his thigh and my thigh here. Okay, so I start like elevate him and pass right here. Okay, so notice that also I'm not extending his leg, okay? If I extend his leg, he's gonna side smash me. Okay, so if I get here and I bring him up, by the time that I'm trying to pass the leg, if I go like this, he's gonna smash me like this, okay? So keep your foot as much possible near his butt, this part of your foot. The foot that's between his legs, okay? So when you bring him up here, like this, I'm moving, but my foot is always closer to his butt. You see that I do like a frame here first, and then I shoot my leg through, just the outside leg. And then I start coming up. If you guys stuck here, you can hug his head too. Start sliding up, passing the guard this way. Okay, well, I suggest you to sweep and then use the momentum to come up really fast. Okay? Sure. You guys have any question? No? All right, let's work on that. 1, 2, 3. I'm on this position, right? Again. But let's say when I put my leg between his legs, or he put my leg between his legs, he starts squatting down like this. Instead of knee cuts, he doesn't want to move. He just wants to stay there. He wants to be heavy because he knows if I try to lift him, or if I lift him, I will get the position, okay? So just before we move forward, okay, relax a little bit. So when you guys lifting your opponent, like try to bring this foot right here as far as you can on this side, okay, above your head, here. Because more I bring this leg here, up, easier for me to catch the second leg, okay? More I keep his leg here, on this, near my leg here, or my hip, harder for me to catch that leg, okay? So some of you, I saw you kept the Delariva hook. If you keep the Delariva hook, you can't work, okay? So you must like let go the Delariva hook and just bring him up. That's why I like to close my elbow, because now I can bring, look, take his foot off the mat and I start curling here, okay, my arm. And now when I get here, I extend, look, more I bring him this way. Let's say we're going to go all the way. Look, I can start catching his leg here. Even if it goes like knees on the floor right now, like this, I'm on the position. I just start rocking to the side. As long as I secure the outside leg, okay? So I gotta bring him up as much as possible, okay? So, now he's squatting down here, okay? And it's hard for you to lift him, to elevate him, because he's not trying to knee cut on you. He's just staying there. So I'm gonna sit up on my elbow, bring my elbow close to my body, and I use my hand on the collar to push him. And I use my frame, the shin, to push him as well. So I'm gonna do this. And then I lift him up, I rock him. So now look, extend my arm, and then I start passing the leg, and I get right here, okay? Again, same thing from the person on top. They're gonna keep trying to pinch the knees, okay, the whole time. All right, Rolando, sit down like that. So now it's hard for me to elevate him. Okay, so if he's going that direction, I'll push him that direction, like this. You see that he's like trying to come back. That's when I bring him up again. So now I start getting the position. Another thing really important that I didn't mention here is making your opponent be 90 degrees for you. So I'm gonna pull his head down and I'll extend and my arm up like this. So his foot goes up and his head goes down. And at the same time, I'll move in this direction here. So if I'm like 90 degrees from him, it'll be easier for me to catch him. Okay, so I got right here. I go 1, 2. When I get here, look, if I can be like sideways like this, it'll be easier for me to set up the position. Okay, then being like with my body aligned with his body. Okay, squat down, I push, I bring him up, look. Now, it's way easier for me to get the position. Okay? So 2 things to keep in mind is to bring his leg up and then to make him like be 90 degrees for you. Worst case scenario, like let's say when I bring him up here and I move this way, worst case scenario, if I can catch his leg, I can start like getting scrambles like this. You know, and start attacking his back. Start going for crab rides, right? They're gonna chase his back from the bottom, and that's when he's gonna give me options. Sometimes he's gonna accept the sweep in order to not give you the back, or sometimes he's gonna try to stand up. That's when you're gonna chase his back and be on top, right? So just keep that in mind. Step 1, he step over, now he's squatting. Step 2, I'll sit up and push him, and now I'll use the momentum to bring him. When I get here, look, I circle a little bit. Now, I get the position. And the same thing, when I get here, use the figure 4. Remember, your kneecap cannot be behind his legs, okay? It needs to be here, right? Keep your foot close to his butt. You're still able to lock the triangle here. Okay, you don't need to take the foot off his butt to close the triangle, no. Just keep here and then close. Now, use the momentum to come up and then start passing his guard. He has a knee cut or whatever you feel comfortable, okay? Any question? All right, let's use that right now. Okay, so he's gonna squat. So when you squat down here right now, you're not putting the knee on the floor, okay? You're just doing this. So I'm stepping over, rolando, and I'm doing this. I can even pull him like this. He's gonna push me, that's when I go step. That's when he's gonna elevate me, and then get the position. Okay? All right, 1, 2, 3. Right now, I'll control his collar, I'll grab his stance, okay? I got my foot inside, right here. Now look, when I get here, Rondo, he can squat down like this, but not only that, he's gonna start trying to side smash me right now. He's moving this way right now, so he knows that if you get my knees together like this and start putting his shoulder on my chest and his belly on my legs, he's gonna get a good position, and then after that he can make transitions, mount, pass this way, pass to my back. Okay, so you can do like different things here, right? Exactly. It's not fun to be in a side smash on one. Okay. So when you get here, get on this position, I'm gonna start doing the exact same thing here. Okay, using my legs to elevate him, like especially the leg that's between his legs, and I'll curl this leg here. Just bringing more his head over your head, so you can have this frame here, you know, like your wrist under his jaw will guide him to like this, you know. So you gotta bring him up, because if you keep him here, he's gonna smash you. Okay, so you bring him up, but he's still insisting on smashing me. Okay, because he believes like he can win the battle because he's on top. Okay, so once I feel he's like trying to side smash me here, like I'm gonna start elevating him like this. When I get here, look, I turn my body. Okay, so my body was like this, I turn like this. Now it's gonna be impossible for him to side smash me. Okay, so now look, I'll extend my leg a little bit, passing my foot right under his foot right here. This way here is easier for me to catch him. I just shoot and focus on his thigh. Okay, I get the position. Now, sweep. Okay, you see that you need to use your wrist on his jaw so you can bring him up, curl your biceps here, your bicep like this, and then when you get here, look, I have my left shoulder on the mat, I'm just gonna change. I go like this. Okay, I gotta turn my body here after he's on top of me. By doing that, now I have scrambles. I can go crab ride, I can go to the position that we're working, right? Or I can do like the back attack as we worked last week. Remember the beast mode thing? Like when you're struggling on and making the leg entanglement, just kick and then chase the back. Because you're already under, okay? And your opponent's posting the hands on the mat. So that means you can always go under his arm to attack the back every time he posts the hands on the mat, okay? So if I'm fighting Rolando here, no matter what, like even the hooks guard, he posts the hands on the mat like this. I can always chase his back, always, okay? Always. And last week I showed you like this transition here, like when I lift him and I have like a really hard time to get the leg inside, I just kick and start attacking his back, right? And then you sit up immediately. If he runs, you can keep your grips, and then you're gonna end up on that pants and collar sweep, okay? So right now, let's say we got the leg, okay? And then we're gonna sweep with the leg entanglement, or the 411, okay? So go right here. So we got the side smash right now. Start your side smash. Go on, go. Look. I need to use my knee to my chest and this. The forearm is really important here. His jaw is gonna be like a hook for you to elevate him like this. Now I change right here. Once I change, I extend my leg a little bit, then I catch his leg. Once I catch the leg here, now you guys have all the process on coming up, attacking full lock, like what did we work last week? Underhook his arm here, okay? Jumping over, get a nice knee cut, okay? So you have all these transitions, or you can just like push him and come up as fast as possible, okay? One more time. So we go back and forth. Now he's gonna try to side smash me here, like this. I lift him, transition, get the position, okay? Once I sweep Rolando here, now it's Rolando's turn. Okay, I'll try to smash him. So I lift me, change to my left, sweep. And that's actually like how it's gonna work in the fight. Okay, because a lot of times if you have a really good frame on not letting your opponent to knee cut like this, he feels like he can't turn you that way. He's gonna start. Exactly. That's when you're gonna bring him up. Okay. Especially if you're fighting heavier weights. It's not hard for you to bring him up, okay? As long as you understand this forearm under the jaw. I use this a lot, no-gi. When my opponent has the knees on the floor, he plays like this. I always place my hand here, and I bring my knees to my chest, and look, and I bring him like on top of me like this. It works really well, okay? Because especially when they put the head on your belly, they try to stall the fight like this. I use my forearm under his jaw, and now I can start push him up. Okay, instead of just pushing him out like this. More I push him out, easier for him to smash me. Okay, if I can bring him up, I have more attacks, and that's what we're doing right now. When he's trying to smash you, you take advantage of his weight on top of you. You just like bring your knees to your chest and like, okay, you want to be on top of me? Come on top of me. You know, it's good for him to be on top of your hip, but not on top of your body. Okay, especially when you do this. Because now when you elevate him, I'm able to take my hip off the mat. I'll be like on this position here. When my hips are not touching the mat, I'm strong. If my hips is touching the mat, I'm weak. That's why we invert a lot, like this, when you play guard. People who have good guard retention, they understand that. They know if they keep one side of the hip on the floor, they can move much. But when they stack themselves, they have more options, you know? Especially to attack the legs or to recover the guard, okay? So let's work. 1, 2, 3.